president think he is? The government can't cancel the show. I mean, what show are they going to cancel next?
Going down to South Park.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just admiring this bottle of fine wine. Speaking of fine wine, let's talk South Park. Season 27, Episode 1, Sermon on the Mount.
I don't know about you, but I'm worried about what this country's coming to. It seems like everybody's changing, and suddenly woke stuff is off limits.
This episode handled so many things so smoothly. From the transition of Mr. Garrison as a Trump surrogate to an actual Trump character.
What are you, some kind of dictator from the Middle East?
And then that Trump character smoothly taking the place of Saddam Hussein. Not just taking his place as far as in the story of being a dictator, but then also taking up his love interests. Everything was just so smoothly done with everything here, including PC Principal.
I'm going to be a power Christian principal. You can call me PC Principal.
From politically correct to power Christian. You know what? I like a smooth transition too. Instead of Sean Weathers, maybe Satan's Will or something like that for this episode. I don't know. But they handled so many things so smoothly and seamlessly. And not just that, they didn't feel like unks. They didn't feel like dated people hanging on too long, like Howard Stern recently. His show got canceled, and a lot's been going on with people who are anti-Trump. They even mentioned Colbert in this as well. And what's interesting to me is not just the shots at Trump, but the shot at Paramount. They just got $1.5 billion from Paramount and then scolded them in this very first episode that they have for Paramount, which is just so South Park. I mean, just for that, I should have given it a 10. I just didn't give it a perfect score just because of respect for all the great episodes I've seen throughout the 27 seasons. And it's been like almost 30 years this show has been around. So, but yeah, I think everything was handled perfectly. And even the B storyline with Butters and Cartman.
I'm gonna kill myself. And you.
Whoever you are, I think 90% of people, their favorite character is either Butters or Cartman. And what I love about this pairing, there are a lot of great pairings in this show, but this pairing, these two are opposites, but they're the same. They're like heads and tails on the same coin. They're both morons, but for very different reasons. You have an earnest, selfless Butters, and you have a selfish sociopath in Cartman. So they're both idiots, but they have very opposite intentions, and they just make the perfect duo for the B storyline.
Second in, Butters. We're heading for that big woke kingdom in the sky.
All around, this was brilliant. And the chef kiss was Trump's penis at the end was actually Trey Park's finger. So he was literally giving Trump the finger while having his penis.
I gave this episode a 9.3 out of 10. I rarely ever give anything a 10, but my reason for rating it so high was the innovation, the comedy, the wonderful use of satire and allegory. And I really enjoyed the symbolism. Some things that stood out for me was that Cartman was having difficulty with NPR being canceled.
What do you mean the president canceled NPR? That was like the funniest shit ever.
He's someone that takes a lot of pride in his ideology and just poking fun at wokeism. And so it was really interesting to see that this character was just mourning what he perceived as the death of wokeism. So that was something that stood out. Another thing that really stood out to me was the use of Trump in animation. And I really liked the interactions between him and Satan. And it reminded me of some of the older South Park episodes where they used to use satire with Saddam Hussein and the relationship between him and Satan, and which one is the more evil one, and really, Saddam Hussein and now Trump really outdoing Satan and really overpowering Satan. And I really liked the element of Trump trying to seduce Satan in this episode. And of course, My favorite was the deep fake short video at the end, which really was symbolic of the emperor with no clothes on. In fact, when I first watched it, my reaction was like, oh my goodness, are they really doing this? Wow. And just really liking the bravery of the creators. And I did hear and knew that they had signed a contract with Paramount. So I really enjoyed the fact that they were utilizing their creativity to make points. And this is really connected with Colbert being canceled. And as you know, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are just really into protecting free speech. They're really great components of that. And they just make fun of everyone.
His penis is teeny tiny, but his love for us is large.
The reason they can do this stuff and not get canceled or not get backlash, like I said, with Howard Stern now gone and with Colbert now gone, the reason they're not going to go anywhere and they're getting an extra 1.5 billion is because they're not picking sides. They're not standing on their soapbox and saying, this side is wrong and all my satire is pointing at these people that are wrong and everyone over here is right. They make fun of everyone. They see the flaws in everything and they don't hold back on anyone. So again, even in this episode where you think they're going at Trump so hard, they still find a way to piss off liberals as well. And that's why I love them. No matter where your politics lie, they're going to find a way to offend everybody.
PC principle?
Power Christian principle, yes.
One of the things I did like that this episode did was it really started to address the performative aspect of, activism, especially with PC principle.
I just realized that the side I was on was hopeless.
Turning very religious, and him even saying, hey, I found religion. And I'm all about this right now, and identifying that he wanted to be on a winning side. And so I think sometimes there can be a performative aspect to people's ideals and how it's important that we try to the best of our ability to live at the ideals that we believe in or that we espouse. And if those ideals change, that we be honest about that. So I did like the connection about performative activism.
And in times of hopelessness, one finds Christ. Come to him, all who are heavy laden, and he shall give you rest.
I learned something.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.